Big Mac, Cod, Simon, Jolly, what's up, ladies, gentlemen, citizens of all ages? Normally it's your girl Gwen Stacey sitting here. I am Josh, aka FKA, The Laker Show. You can call me anything you feel like, Jolly Roger. We're breaking down what would normally be the last 7 days of Marvel and DC cinematic and comic news, plus a little look around the wider multiverse. We might have a little bit wider vision today, given that it's been a few weeks since we've had a Multiverse Mondays. Of course, we were off in Indonesia for a good chunk of that, and also setting up the move across to Perth. Stick around for the podcast. Join in the break. Buckle up. There's a bit to get through. From Kryptonian canines to alligator Loki, we are assessing it all. Welcome to all of you whatnot fiends, YouTube lurkers, and everyone in between. Allegiance Secret Wars is your break pinned tonight. How is everybody? What is the week ahead looking like? What was the weekend? Did your AFL team win? Mine did. Flag mantle, Jolly Roger, flag mantle. We do have our break to get into a little later. Of course, the podcast will definitely come first. And there's been a little bit happening. Plus, we're not far away from a few releases, which is nice. We'll get into that momentarily. If you haven't been into one of our breaks before, it is a Pick Your Citizen style. The break is at the bottom of the screen. That's that yellow button down the bottom. You can go ahead and click on that. It's the best way to support the podcast, is to get yourself a spot in the break. Not only do you then get a chance at getting stuff from the box, if we're a sketch card, we're going to the random wheel, and somebody off the random wheel, any wheel spot, is possible to get one of the sketches if we get one out of the box. There's 4 boxes on the table. You guys are going to help me choose which box we're breaking tonight. If you so say, then we will put up another one and another one and another one. We can do all 4 tonight. We can do 1 tonight. It's up to you entirely. NC Bear is the only bear that my wife would happily meet in the woods, she tells me. When is your postage cycle? Next business day or Monday for weekly shipping? By all means, if you would prefer something shipped, you are more than welcome to send me a message and I will get it out next business day for you. Otherwise, it will sit with whichever your postage preference is. There's Stacey Laker. And where in the Carmen San Diego is Stacey Laker? Because she's definitely not here at the desk. That is a fact, NC Bear. She's far prettier than I am. She flicks her hair far more beautifully in the wind and the surf than I do. Weekly shipping, we print labels on Sunday nights for Monday dispatch. Debatable, i.e. all of last week's articles went out this morning at around about 10 a.m. Langers, I said it before and I'll say it again, Flag Mantle is on. When is your next show? Good question. The week that was and will be, I guess. Wednesday AFL. Thank you, Langers. We'll be busting Footy Stars, Storage Locker, and retail boxes. Probably all mixed into one. It's normally a pick your team style break, just like tonight's Pick Your Citizens. But we do need to get into the podcast, so let's get that underway. We'll go down to the news desk. I get that pretty TV that Stacey would normally get. But tonight it's all about this, Stacey. Wonder Man Season 2, Timmy Clee has officially been confirmed. We will have Season 2 of Trevor Slattery and Simon Williams, a.k.a. Yahya Abdul-Mateen. It was praised for its kind of unique and funny tone, witty, whilst still having a superhero story about it. The funny and weird thing about it is that it's a superhero show about a superhero show that focuses on what was a superhero show. So Ben Kingsley back as Trevor Slattery, and that will continue Marvel's Disney Plus Season 2 developments, which not many shows have had. Loki got it, What If got it, But there hasn't been too many really on the agenda that have seen a season 2 through Marvel Studios on Disney Plus. So that's kind of cool that we're getting that. The renewal, Sam signals some sort of confidence in it, I guess. I'm already picking that we see Wonder Man in Doomsday. I've spoken about that in the past. So that's that. Wonder Man Season 2, Richo. Oh, we're a happy team in the West. Whichever team you barrack for, Flagmantle is on, and Harley Reid is starting to show everything. That means he may be the second best Reid to ever play the game of foosball. We did miss each other, but fear not. It's only around 30-odd days, and I will be in Perth permanently. But we'll definitely catch each other, I'm sure, on Wednesday night for the week that was and will be, because we're going to be talking the West for sure. Anyway, that's AFL. This is Marvel. This is the second of the stories. Spider Whizzle, brand new day. It continues to be a big talking point. Obviously, the next and maybe final installment of Tom Holland as Peter Parker. It's the fourth movie that we've kind of seen of this ilk. Recent coverage noting the project, particularly the new suit being a nod back to... Off of there, thank you, Steak. The nod back to both Spider-Mans that we've seen in the past. The suit sort of a little more blue than we've seen Tom Holland wear, and the front has a far more raised sort of webbing that brings back the memory of Spider-Man's past. The film expected to continue developing the place within the wider MCU. Of course, we know that this is after Doctor Strange got his spell going and devised the world's plan to forget Spider-Man. Obviously, incursions came from that. That's how we got the Spider-Man meme. In real life, Sony, Marvel, we know that it's a shit show regarding Spider-Man normally, but the continued collaboration seems to be one of the better creative partnerships. Will he get MJ back? I'm more worried about Ned being a sleeper cell of Doctor Strange's teachings. How is it that Doc Strange took all that time to learn how to master the ring, the sling ring, but Ned just picks it up and whips it out, just pulls his big ring out, and off he goes. I'm concerned about Ned's big ring. You heard it here first. Spot 3, Avengers Doomsday is coming, but we're going to talk about Daredevil first. Season 2 is out. Of course, we are going to get an episode a week, so we're going to put Daredevil on hold until Ned is the true Sorcerer Supreme. Could be a fact. We're putting Daredevil on hold until the end of the series. Then we can review it all in one big foul swoop. Nth007, welcome. So we're leaving it until the end. Which brings us, as I said, to Doomsday. And I did take this photo a little earlier, so we are a few minutes closer. But Doomsday is coming. It's easily the biggest watched project in the MCU pipeline. Obviously, a major crossover event that's going to bring multiple corners of the Marvel Universe together. The saga's large-scale storytelling approach seems to be taking place again. Think Avengers Endgame and whatnot. Industry coverage again highlighting the film's importance as a cornerstone to the future direction, and anticipation is definitely building. I am keen as a green bean, using the word green for Doom indeed. The project expected to connect storylines. I think Wonder Man's going to be in there. I think we're going to have some connection out of Brand New Day. But it's obviously the storyline that we're all here for. 9 months and 15 days was our last update. We're down to 8 months and 17 days now. Doomsday going to have mad surprises, I reckon. New fave characters, incoming Spider-Man, Flash is going to be something for sure. Some fair comments there. Out of the cinematic universe and rolling into the comic style. First Foes #1 is out this week from the world of the cinematic the cinematic masterpiece that was Fantastic Four that we've just seen come out, the return to the universe of the film in a first series special. Earth 828, cosmic mishap has transformed 4 brave astronauts into the world's champions and protectors. We know the story. We've just seen the movie. This one is your matchy-matchy. If the movie was for you, then this would be a cool little display piece to put next to it. That's just the standard cover. It's not a variant or anything, so you should be able to get it relatively easily. My favourite hookup on here is Mbatfreak. Maybe someone can tag him in the chat for me quickly. But he's my favourite hookup to get comics from. If you need some, send him a message. Hopefully he's got them for you. Fantastic Four out of the way. And if we just go ahead to Silver Surfer Facsimile Edition. Another number 1. The Sentinel of the Spaceways, Nutty MLB. How are you? The Silver Surfer, former Herald of Galactus, has captivated readers of the Fantastic Four books and established herself as one of Stan Lee's favourite characters. That is a very cool cover as well. Absolute nostalgic retro vibes there. Again, that's just the standard cover, so it should be pretty easy to get from your local shop. If you need a hookup, let me know. There is the Bat Freak. I called for him and there he is. I just mentioned if anyone needs comics that you're my hookup on whatnot to get any, and if anyone is after some, they should message you. I miss you most days, Bat Freak. I have been very busy with this move. But the Silver Surfer number 1, and we just showed Fantastic Four number 1 as well. Obviously a flashback to the movie that's just come out. If Stacey was here, she'd refill my drink, Bat Freak. So there's my 2 Marvel comics of the week for you to go have a look at. And of course, released this week. Yes, sir, they did. Diddy, baby. Let's move out of the Marvel world. If you're a DC fan, you'll already know what's going on with Supergirl. Its momentum's still building. June 2026 is the theatrical debut, so we're not too far away now, thank God. Part of the Gods and Monsters slate, introducing Kara Zor-El into the rebooted universe. Casting details, we know we've got Jason Momoa as Lobo. That is going to be one of the best castings of the year by far. Momobo, I love it. Bat Freak, I love it. Momobo. Supergirl expected to expand the mythology introduced into Superman whilst introducing new intergalactic threats and characters that will shape future projects. Hey, Stacey. Hey, Bat Freak. Cute. Supergirl coming in June. We got a Lanterns preview, and Lanterns looks amazing, IMO. Some of the chat out there, not so McLovely, but I think it's going to be great. Actually, I love the idea that it's following Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart bringing one of DC's most iconic mythologies into the shared universe. I wonder whether we're going to see Parallax in all of this. It is a potential win, in my opinion. They've got to get it right, though, because Green Lantern has been butchered in the past. Obviously, we're not going to talk about Ryan Reynolds' version. It was a shit show in itself. This project positioned to be a key expansion of the DCU cosmic storytelling, linking Earth-based heroes with the broader intergalactic structure of the franchise. Signs are good, says the Bat Freak. As DC continues building its slate, Lanterns is expected to play a major role. Hal Jordan particularly, I wonder whether we're getting Parallax out of this. The break is listed at the bottom of it as well. If you guys do want to make offers on spots, please feel free to. Especially if you've already got a full price spot, then we will look after you with the second by absolute means. Clayface emerging as a unique genre project as well. Check out the face, one of the more unconventional projects in DCU's pipeline. It's going to be more horror, we know that. Recent sort of reports on the interwebs and photos that we've seen, clearly showing the Batman villain as a darker, sort of more standalone narrative that reflects DC's, I guess, willingness to explore like the horror genre more fully. Batman 2, says Bat Freak. The Observer's telling me that projects like Clayface are demonstrating the studio's strategy to differentiate themselves. Obviously, Marvel dominating the sort of the superhero world. DC, particularly with Batman versus Superman and the like, definitely going for a tonal expansion that seems a bit deeper than Marvel, but it'll be good. I'm looking forward to Clayface. Again, it feels like another movie they need to get right, but feels like that's the way for most of the DC movies. James Gunn, good luck to you. Going to be a great mirror to an even darker side of Gotham. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I mean. They've got to nail the horror side of it, but if they do, it's going to be really, really cool, I think. Out of the cinematic universe and onto the comic universe. Which is still somehow a blend between DC and Marvel. It's Superman Spider-Man #1. Bat Freak, have you heard anything about this one yet? The last son of Krypton meets your friendly neighborhood spider dude. Clark Kent and Peter Porker, not really, find themselves chasing the same story. The conspiracy is that they uncover could change the world, especially if Brainiac and Doc Ock have anything to say about it. Out now. Get your hands on a fave cover soon. Again, if you do want to, hit up the boy Bat Freak. We spoke about Lobo earlier, Bat, and check him out. Vroom! The main man's back, baby, and his ride is a motorcycle that moves at the speed of sound, but only if that sound is a ripping guitar, yan dog. Check out the Lobo cover. Glorious purpose. Glorious return. The writing is pulling no punches. Damn. I like what I'm hearing there. Apparently it's a gut-soaked bloodbath from DC's KO series. There will be a Black Label Lobo for sure. Well, it wouldn't be a show, well, a Stacey show, without a little bit of something for Stacey. That is Harley Quinn, and she has completely lost her fucking marbles there. That is full weirdo activity. DC KO energy after the thrilling conclusion of the latest crossover. The new lease on life, and it's darker and grittier apparently than ever. But to me it looks like a comedy, which is normally what El Giorgio says Harley Quinn is. Bricks are going flying. Apparently, she's going to rip the gargoyle's head off and tear it apart. And who knows who she's throwing it at. Bat Freak will know, because he's probably already read it. Speaking of Reddit, they did not go big on this one. They hated on it. They said, no bueno. But anything Harley Quinn is good, IMO. Stacey will attest. Let's get some offers out of the way. Of course, we'll accept those. Of course. The biggest spot on offer is the spider spot in this break. I'm not sure if that's sold yet. I'll have a look in a moment. NC Bear, I'm pretty sure you have a spot in the break tonight. And the last thing on our agenda in the wider multiverse is One Piece Live Action Season 2. Back to, I was about to say, into the Grand Line. Don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I actually love the One Piece Live Action. I am not afraid to say it on camera and have it on record. TJX, one of the mods, will absolutely hate me for it. He is one-eyed about the anime and won't have any piece of the live action, albeit that I tell him it's quite enjoyable. We do get the introduction of Crocodile, Mr. Zero. We get Nico Robin, Miss All Sunday. Katie Seagal makes her debut in One Piece, which I was not expecting and very happy about. Other key additions, we saw I'm having a look at the poster. Smoker, I think, is he there somewhere? Yeah, there he is on the right. Vivi, where's she? Princess Vivi, mind you. There she is with her blue hair, just center left. Tony Chopper, one of the coolest characters in the entire One Piece anime. Makes his debut, the baby reindeer. We see 3 phases of him. We're going to see more really cool arc into the Grand Line. I enjoyed it. I will not spoil it for you. I'm hoping that you guys can watch it too if you haven't. But, yeah, big fan. Love the Giants. Love the way that they continuously try to kill Monkey. We get a little bit of revision, a little bit of history that sort of clarifies a few things. We get a really cool storyline about sort of the adventure on the other side of trying to get into the Grand Line. There's some cool parts, some cool arcs. Oh, I've been asking this too, Yandog. Where in the Carmen San Diego is Stacey Laker? Stacey Laker has decided to leave me all by my lonesome in Victoria, and she is gallivanting in Perth, finding somewhere for us to bask in the sunshine. I think she has made her squillions on OnlyFeet, and by the time I get back, I fully expect us to have a beach house. I think that's how it's meant to go. I don't know why I'm drinking from that. It's empty. Hoping for the best. If Stacey was here... Oh, Yandog. Funny how things happen, isn't it? Funny how you're in Perth at the same time my wife is. And my wife... I want 2 langers. We've spoken about this. Yes. Hydrating with a fluid. It's not water. What a coincidence. Well, that is the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're tuning out off YouTube, thank you for joining in. Pox Collections, late to the podcast. We'll show you some covers and stuff in a minute that you're going to enjoy anyway. But goodbye to our YouTubers, and if you're heading over to Whatnot, good luck. The Night LCS!